this video, like proper way to avoid getting sick, using the right materials. I'm going to start off with hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is very good to have. It's cheap and it's effective. And you can have a bigger size bottle, otherwise you can have a small size bottle, which works real well. And this is for when you're in public. Now when you're in public, now remember, most surfaces that you touch a day, including somebody's hand, has bacteria and viruses on it. When you shake somebody's hand after they just coughed, or, well, you get the idea, after somebody coughs, you exchange viruses with them. Well, after you've touched their hand, you don't realize it, but you touch your eye, your mouth, your nose, your ear. They say a person touches their face 2 to 3 times a minute. But any way that you touch your eye, your mouth, or your nose or your ear, you're infecting yourself with whatever's on your hands. So next time you touch a door handle or a cupboard handle, or you're touching a vending machine button, walking into a store, grabbing the door, just think of how many people touch that before you. I mean, my best defense against that is before you enter the store, especially during the winter and colder months, because this is when viruses really like to multiply and spread. Just wear a well, you're probably wearing a longer sleeve in the winter and fall time anyway, so just pull your sleeve down past your fingers, just like this, and then grab the door handle. And that's the best way to avoid getting on your hands, because if it's not on your hands, then you don't have to worry. You know what I mean? But the door handles are definitely the worst way as far as touching door handles and touching your face, getting sick. And then now bathrooms. The first stall, when you walk into a bathroom, you touch the door handle. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Well, if you think after you touch that door handle, after how many people have touched that door handle, and then you have to do your business, I recommend using the sleeve when touching any bathroom door handle, because the bathroom door handles are worse than any handles or anything you can ever touch. They are the worst. But anyway, after you get in the bathroom, you're trying to figure out what stall you want to use. You know what I mean? You got to go bad. Well, everybody mostly goes for the end stall because, well, it's most hidden. Well, that's the most infected with viruses and bacteria. I recommend using the first stall. Right when you walk in, the first stall that's closest to the door, that's the one to use, because that's the one nobody else uses. And you're most likely not to get any bacteria or anything else as far as sicknesses, because nobody likes to use that one. Because they like to be hidden away from everybody, so they use that one. And I recommend using hand sanitizer a lot, as much as you can. And if you're not using hand sanitizer, or you just don't want to carry it on you, wash your hands like 24 times a day. I mean, seriously, washing your hands is the best prevention of getting sick, especially during the fall or winter time. Now, when you go back home and you're going in your house and stuff like that, some things you need to think about is again, surface bacteria and surface viruses on your cell phone or on your home phone that you're using, on the remote control. Think of everybody in the house that touches that remote control, okay? And like the refrigerator handle, okay, how many people touch that? The bathroom handle, the toilet handle. The best way to fight against that, as far as bacteria and viruses go, is a disinfectant spray. It doesn't matter which kind you use. Just use a disinfectant spray. Just spray the surface of it. Let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes, so then the surface is already clean of whatever, you know what I mean. And the disinfectant spray is dried up. Now, when you're working with cleaning your counters and stuff like that, and cleaning your counters and your tabletops. Normally, most likely, you're using one sponge, correct? Well, anyway, if you're going to use one sponge, that one sponge, if it's not fully cleared and cleaned, most likely you're making that bacteria in that sponge from the counter, and then you're moving the bacteria from the counter to the table, and then from the table to the coffee table. See what I'm saying? Now, the best way to avoid that is to use a bleach substance water. Yeah, I know you're afraid of bleach and whatnot, but it is the best bacteria killer. And that's what I use to clean everything, is bleach. I swear by bleach. And this is the most effective way to clean anything. Anything that you can think of, this is the most effective way to clean it. Not just any of that stupid bleach, oh, this is household stuff. No, you get the bottled bleach, and then you mix it with the water, because then you decide how much bleach gets in it. But the purer the bleach that you use, the better you're going to clean the bacteria and viruses that are going to be sitting around your house. Now, the reason why I decided to do this video is because the rising threat of flus and stuff. And yeah, you guys all heard of the swine flu, and it wasn't that big. It wasn't that bad. Well, since about 2002, and I've talked about this before. It's called the bird flu, and the bird flu is very, very, very serious. Do not take this one for granted when you hear about it and stuff like that, because it is nothing like the swine flu. The swine flu is like a potato chip, you know, next to a potato. See what I'm saying? The swine flu was a little bit overestimated as far as the severity it was going to be, you know what I mean? It wound up being a less severe, but the bird flu is way more severe. Now, if you're going to have to deal with that stuff, I recommend using one of these, and some of you guys have seen this. If you ever hear of the bird flu running around, you can either use one of these, otherwise, and this is a respirator. Some of you guys know about these. Otherwise, you can use a gas mask, as you can see, which has a screw filter. You can pick these up for about 15 bucks at a pawn shop or pretty much anywhere. Some other things I want to talk about is more antibacterial stuff. They actually make cloth and stuff like that, actual shirts and jackets that are antibacterial. So if somebody's in front of you, they cough and they sneeze, that sneeze mist comes right back at you, and it hits your eyes, and you inhale it. You know, you don't see it. It's micro, it's nanoparticles, and you inhale that stuff, and then you get sick. Just if somebody's in front of you coughing. I mean, when I was at the airport, people were coughing in front of me and sneezing. All I did was, you know, do this and turn my head. It was the best thing I could do. But another thing I wanted to do and tell you guys about as far as prevention, you know, if the best way of prevention to stop the spread of viruses is do not cough or sneeze on your hand. Do not. Now, I'm going to tell you this. This is stupid. Coughing and sneezing on your hand is very stupid, because you use your hands to touch everything, okay? And not to mention, when you cough, the cough comes out this little hole right here and out the grooves of your fingers. So you're still spreading the virus. Even worse when you cough on your hands, okay? Even worse when you shake a hand, when you touch, you know, if your kid has a runny nose, you touch their face after you got done coughing, poof, they're sick. Okay, the best way to cough or sneeze is into your sleeve or your elbow. Now, you see how that covers? It covers my mouth and my nose. So when I cough or sneeze, it's fully covered. You see? Right here, nose, and right there, chin. Okay? Now you see the difference? When you cough here, see all that opening ways for the bacteria and virus to get out, as far as, because when you actually cough or sneeze, you know, that nanoparticles is going like 1,000 miles an hour, you know what I mean? It is going fast. You don't know it is because you can't see it, but it is going really fast. The only way to stop spread of a virus or bacteria, if you're coughing and you're sick, is to cough into your elbow right here. Now you guys can look this up if you guys don't trust me or believe me. This is the best way to prevent anybody else around you getting sick. And like I said, when you cough or sneeze into your hand and touch anything, you will get anyone else around you sick, because you are spreading that virus and it is doing you no good coughing on your hands. Actually, I would rather have you just cough out like this, you know what I mean? You know, without even using your hand, because coughing like that is better than coughing into your hand, because like I said, you're touching everything with your hands, or unless you cough in your hand or sneeze in your hand and covering it like this, you know what I mean? Or just it's just better coughing right here. Well, anyway, I recommend that everybody get their flu shots. I know you've heard all the bad stories and all this and all that. Most likely they're not true, and some of those stories are just made up. Other things that I wanted to talk about was fabric. Okay, they make clothes and shirts and pants and stuff like that that are made of bamboo fabric or silver nanomaterial, which people have been using silverware, you know what I mean, actual silver, like forks and spoons, since 1800s. I mean, obviously they're pretty smart in the 1800s to know that silver is an antibacterial material. That's why they actually use silver particles into clothes nowadays. So I just want to let you guys know about that, because some of these things some people don't know, and you can do some research on this. So like if you're touching a door handle with a silver nanoparticle shirt or a bamboo, and wool is also a good one. Okay, wool is a good fabric that is antibacterial. And like I said, I mean, some of these things you probably knew about, some of these things you probably didn't know about. So and as far as in the fall time and winter time, you're getting less sun. You're outside less. You're wearing long sleeve shirts, coats, pants. So you're getting less vitamin D. Vitamin D is occurred naturally when the sun hits your skin. Now, because you're getting less vitamin D, that causes you to get sick. Getting less vitamin D, it causes you to get sick. So I recommend you taking a vitamin D and a vitamin C during the fall and winter time when a lot of people are getting sick. I mean, even if you've had your flu shot, there's still other illnesses and viruses that you can still get. So I just recommend taking a vitamin C or a vitamin D. It's probably the best thing to keep your immune system up. So I think that's all I've got for you. Oh wait, when your mouth or your nose dries up, that's because there's no humidity in the air in your apartment or whatever. When your mouth and your nose dries up, it's easier for you to get sick, because when your mouth is fluidy and wet, it's creating antibacteria in your mouth. Now when your mouth dries up, the antibacterial isn't there.